Welcome to Higher PhD's Alternative Career Path Success Stories, or the ACPSS series. I'm Divya, your host for today. Today we have Chinmaya Sadangi with us, who is the founder of Digii Ninja. Welcome, Chinmaya. So let's start this session by knowing you and telling us about yourself.
Thank you for having me here, Divya. It's a pleasure. So I did my PhD in neuroscience in 2017 from Philipps University of Marburg. And thereafter, I moved to Canada to do two postdocs, one at the University of Toronto and one at the University of Manitoba. Post that, I was looking to transition into industry and I was into marketing. So I moved into a biotech company with all my skills from neuroscience and biotech, and I joined Cyclica, which is now part of Recursion. And I worked there for 2 years, followed by working at PSC Biotech for another 2 years. And in the meantime, I also started Digii Ninja, which is a digital marketing consultancy. And we support small to mid-sized businesses in creation, planning, and marketing strategies that leads to a 10%, 10 to 20% increase in their lead generation. And digital industry is at the forefront of digital marketing trends, helping clients navigate the evolving digital landscape.
Thank you so much. That's a really interesting background that you have. So, could you tell us more about now that you have transitioned from a totally academic background to an industrial one? How is your job as a founder looks like day to day?
Well, the job as a founder looks very busy, I would say. It starts with understanding the client's requirement, then translating that to my understanding, and then translating it to my team's understanding so that we all are on the same page. And it's a big and a long journey uh, from understanding the client's requirement to delivering what they want. So yeah, in that sense, it's a bit of challenge sometimes, but once we get to understand what the client wants, it's very easy because we know what they want, they know what to expect from us. So it's like straightforward work for both of us.
That's a really important point that you have raised there. So since you mentioned you have a PhD in neuroscience,
Yeah.
what prompted or what inspired this decision from translating to from an academic research position to a founder of Digi Ninja?
Well, I was always interested in science communication and marketing. And in 2017, I started the Addictive Brain, which is a science communication platform. And through that channel, I developed my marketing skills, like having one-on-one interview conversations like this with founders and CEOs, helping biotech companies, small-scale biotech companies market their products. Even we partnered with Phosphor Solutions to discuss about how antibodies are manufactured because these are the things that people didn't know about. And slowly and gradually, I got a grasp of marketing, and that's how I transitioned.
Great. I'm pretty sure that this transition would have its ups and downs. So, could you share with us today what were some of the challenges that you encountered during this transition process?
The biggest challenge was after 2 years of doing science communication, I thought, okay, I know a lot of things about marketing, and I started applying for positions. But no, I still couldn't transition because I was not using the right keywords to explain myself. I was still in that academic mindset, having a 3-page CV, 3 to 4 page CV, showing all my publications, but that didn't work. And slowly and gradually, I realized, like, okay, this is not going to work. So I had to build my own portfolio. And this is for all the listeners. Like, if you want to transition into marketing or science communication or medical writing, please do have a portfolio. That is very important. So once I built my portfolio, it was like going to companies and explaining them what I do and how I can help them. Like understand their product and how can a science communicator or a marketing person help help with their products to reach to their wider audience. And that was, I would say, one of my biggest challenge. And the second challenge was to gain the marketing lingo, marketing skill sets, which I think I'm still learning. It's a learning process for me. But yeah, this is what I would say are the biggest challenges that I faced.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing. Since you shared some of the challenges that you experienced firsthand while making this transition,
Yeah,
could you share some insights into the differences between an academic setting and the industry that you have experienced?
sure. An academic setting is very different. Like people are looking for results, but they don't really care about the time. But in industry setting, it's very, very different. They care about the results, but they are very time bound. So, for example, if you want to do X experiment, then you have to complete it by 3 days or 4 days, and they want to see the results. They don't care about how you reached the results. So that is a very different setting in industry. But in academics, yes, we could try multiple times the same experiments, maybe try changing this media, changing Y media, changing X media. But in industry, it's like they have a set protocol, just follow that, you will get your results. If it doesn't work, then you can troubleshoot. But do not deviate from the protocol because we are time bound for a client. And that goes the same with marketing as well. Like if you want to convey something, there are important deadlines. You have to adhere to the deadlines. For example, okay, I have my whole social media marketing plan ready for the whole week, but somehow the CEO of our company just was highlighted by Business Insider. So that takes priority. So you have to understand what should take priority. I also made a mistake during my first tenure at Cyclica. My manager asked me, "Can you publish this?" It was a big article, but I said, "Oh, we have already published. We don't want to publish. It will not get views." But she explained to me, like, doesn't matter. That's important, and we need to do it. No matter if the views don't get, we will repost it again, and that's how I learned as well this thing.
That's great to know. So since you explained us the differences that you explained while your transition from academia to industry, what are the skills that helped you make this transition? Or let's say, what are the skills that you learned during your academic journey that you still till date apply to this new role?
So when as I mentioned, I work with biotech companies, and whenever I work with biotech, healthcare, or science companies, I use those skill set. Like I learned, like in my PhD, in my postdoc, in my master's, the concepts, because the concept remains the same. RT-PCR will remain an RT-PCR, no matter you do it in industry or an academic setting. So those concepts don't change. So you can apply those concepts. And similarly, when you try to explain that, and in marketing, we need to explain things to a layman audience. So we cannot I cannot say, hey, this is a primer, this is Tacman, we mix this and we do this and that. We cannot explain because no one understands what is a Tacman primer except us. So we need to make it so easy for them to understand, like I'm explaining to a 5-year-old kid. This is how it works. This is what you will get. And in 3 easy steps, not like explaining the whole RT-PCR process, but 3 easy steps. Why did we do this? How will this work? And what is the expected result or what is the expected outcome?
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing this insight because I think a lot of people who are doing their higher degrees, they can relate to this specific problem
Yes.
of how to translate what you know so that
Yeah.
the client understands it. I'm pretty sure that to develop this understanding, you would have mentors and other resources. So, what are some of the strategies or resources that you found most helpful in navigating this transition successfully?
Um, I had access to multiple resources. Like at that time in 2017, 2018, internet was my best friend. And if you search things on internet, you could definitely find things about how to make this transition, how have people transitioned. They had shared their journey. That inspired me somehow. And I got I talked to a lot of people during meetings. When I went to meetings like the SFN Society for Neuroscience meeting, for example, I found a lot of people who had transitioned from academic to industry, and I did ask them questions about how was the transition like, what were the skill sets. Some of them were project managers, and they explained to me, yes, you are a project manager because you are managing a project. But we didn't realize, we always thought we are a postdoc or we are a PhD student. So that is an understanding that I gained when I spoke to people. So networking really helped. And second thing was social media. Social media, if you search anything on social media now, right now, you will find multiple resources. So that was also very helpful. So I would say the first and main priority for people who are looking to transition is to start networking with like-minded people and talk to people who are in your roles. Like if someone moves to marketing, you can talk to me. If someone wants to become a project manager, they can talk to a project manager who has successfully transitioned from a postdoc, PhD, or even a professor to a project manager.
Great, thank you. So it's an open invitation for to our viewers. If anyone wants
Sure.
to know more about marketing, get into marketing, Chinmay is the person to go to. Thank you so much for offering this. Uh, so yeah, moving on. Were there any unexpected benefits or opportunities that arose from this transition that you did not anticipate as an academic researcher?
Well, I got a lot of invitations for talks, giving talks, sharing my opinions. I published a book chapter 2 years ago about this transition. So these were the opportunities that I got. The second biggest opportunity I got was a work-life balance. Uh, I had a newborn at that time, so I wanted to spend time with him. But after doing this transition, I could spend time with him, and that was the COVID era. So we were very, very scared of things. Everyone was. So yeah, that helped.
Okay. So since you have successfully transitioned from an academic setting to this new marketing role, and I can see you shared with us how you have carried all these skills along with you. What's the growth opportunity in this career path or a similar career path in marketing or communications?
Well, sky's the limit. You just need to learn new things. Never stop learning. Even after you transition, never stop learning. That is one important thing that I would tell your viewers. Because the moment you start learning, people will overshadow you. There are a lot of things that are changing in marketing and communications. With the advent of AI, things are changing drastically. So you just need to uh, s- keep you need to keep abreast with all the latest changes that are happening and how to use AI responsibly for doing any kind of marketing activities. So that is my quote, never stop learning.
Thank you so much. So, I see that you went for your PhD and then you went for two postdocs and then you transitioned into two different, you worked with two different companies. How has your unique experience, foundation, and background been an asset to your current role?
Well, when I started working with companies and I gained a lot of experience that I didn't have. Like email marketing is one very important factor, which I never had because I never sent out bulk emails or did email marketing. But during my first role, I was taught email marketing. I was taught how to deal with media and how to generate press releases. So these are some things that I learned during my transition, which definitely helps me now because when I work with other clients, some of them have PR requirements, so we fulfill those as well.
Okay. Uh, any advice that you would like to give others who are navigating or transitioning to a marketing or a communication role and how they can use their background, to more effectively make this transition happen?
The biggest advice is start building your portfolio if you want to move into marketing. And marketing is an umbrella term, so be very sure where you want to move. Because marketing can be social media marketing, email marketing, graphic designing, video editing, etc., etc. So be very sure where you want to move. If you want to move into graphic designing, start building your profile ASAP, because that's what any organization, any agency will look for. If you want to go to social media marketing, start building your social media profiles. Start showing that you have a authoritative, you know what you're going to talk about. You can help clients, you show engagement with the clients. And if possible, you can volunteer or work as an intern with a few marketing agencies or few companies. That would really help. And if you want to go into writing, like marketing writing, then I would say start working with companies and ask them if you can volunteer to write. And that's how I also started. I wrote for a lot of companies, Ad Gene, Fossil Solutions, etc. And that helped build my portfolio of writing as well. So if you want to move into marketing or communications, start building your portfolio and start learning new things that are going on, especially with AI, and how can you use AI to enhance your career in marketing.
Thank you so much. And would you like to share more about Digi Ninja and what you do at Digi Ninja, like your role and how you're helping clients with that?
Sure. Digii Ninja is a digital marketing consultancy based out of Canada, and now we are also in India. So we help clients by first making a roadmap with them. First, we do an initial consultation to understand if we are a fit for each other or not. So once we get to know what are their requirements, we give them a brief plan, like this is how we will start. And we make it very clear to them, like you'll not see exponential results in the first 3 months, or we will not make you go viral. It all depends on your content, how you deliver it, because some clients are video focused, so they say like we want to go viral, but that's not what we do. We help you generate leads. We can help you get more engagement. Going viral or not is dependent on the content you are providing. So this is one part of Digi Ninja. The other part is we also do graphic designing, video editing, website management, website development, and SEO work, and email marketing as well. So these are some parts we do. We have a team of 6 people and one web developer as well. And yeah, we are slowly growing.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing what Digi Ninja does and how it helps people, because this also gives our viewers a perspective about when you have transitioned, what to expect, what are you getting into, and how to deliver it with utmost professionalism.
Exactly.
So before we take off, looking back, is there any advice you wish you had received or any actions you would have taken differently during this transition?
Well, I wish someone told me like there is a career beyond academics, because when I started my PhD, I had that in mind. I want to become a professor at a university. I want to have my own lab and do stem cell research or brain research, that whatever that I thought at that point. But I never knew like a PhD can transition into industry using those skill sets that they gained during their PhD and postdoc and masters. So just remember, like there is, if you want to transition beyond academics, there is an opportunity. You just have to make use of it, and make use of it at the right time. If you And I would say like people say we want to do a postdoc first because we want to transition into a scientist in an industry, but a postdoc is not necessary to transition into a scientific to industry scientist positions. So be very sure what you want to do and make the most out of it.
And just one more additional question, bonus question, because we have some time.
Sure.
During this transition, how and after now that you have transitioned into this new role being a founder of Digi Ninja, How
Right.
has AI impacted your journey throughout?
Well, AI has, I always say AI is a great assistant for any business if used wisely. So, and AI has been helpful because starting from a blank page is difficult for many of us. So when we start, we just don't ask AI to write a social media caption or a blog post for us. We first write it, then we make all our changes that we want to, then we send it to AI to refine it and tell us like what can be improved, what can be left out. So that way we can make good use of AI. But if you are asking AI to write a blog for you and just copying and pasting it uh, on your browser and posting it away, that is not going to help at all. So AI is a great assistant for any business if used wisely.
Thank you so much, Chinmay, for your story and your words of wisdom. And if you like today's episode and want to hear about more career journeys, please click like and subscribe down below. And we'll be back with more educational and informative videos to help you with your career transition. Thank you so much, Chinmay.
Thank you for having me, Divya.